several cities almost simultaneously amid and in response to the First World War. Other poets, such as Tristan Tzara, express their passion for the irrational and the nonsensical in terms of a rejection of bankrupt, political, cultural and nationalistic values, which, they argue, had created the war in the first place. In the aftermath of that war, which claimed over 17 million lives, Paris remained a melting pot for artists and writers, and spread around Europe and America during the conflict. Dada thrived upon discord and panic, and consequently began to disintegrate in factions of the elements conflict. It was during this period of infighting and implosion that poet André Breton emerged as the leader, shifting Dada's focus away from its love of anarchy, negativity, and nonsense towards more intellectual pursuits involving automatic writing, dreams, psychoanalysis, and chance. In many ways, surrealists sought to overthrow what they saw as the oppression of modern society by demolishing its obsession with rational thought, while emphasizing the strangeness of the everyday. When we think about surrealism today, we would normally think of visual artists. Many people will be able to name Salvador Dali as a surrealist artist. And in fact, it took a while for surrealism to embrace visual art and to realize that visual art would open up many new avenues of understanding the workings of human consciousness. Among the techniques used to do this were hypnotic trances and automatic drawing, both designed to overcome conscious control. Breton's aspirations were not limited to establishing art. Rather, surrealism was part of a full-scale revolution.
But then you have this very strong feeling, it's me, and you are born into a period. There's so many events in life you get working, and you go on. It is absolutely natural that you will draw to produce
the first magazine published by surrealism was called La Révolution Surréaliste. The title had many different resonances. It could mean both the possibility of the liberation of sexual desire and also the complete liberation of society, modern or communist revolution. Surrealism became a potent force in many countries by the 1930s. But in Britain, interest was only just beginning to
Actually began in literature in 1924 through poet André Breton. Influenced by the writings of Sigmund Freud, surrealists saw the subconscious as the means of revolution and sought nothing less than to change the world. Surrealism rose from the ashes of Dada. Like Dada, it was an avant-garde movement reacting against the corrupt, hypocritical society responsible for sending millions to their death in the First World War. Both sought to shock the establishment and shared a distrust of logic and a love of the absurd. Surrealism was also influenced by the ideas of symbolism. Symbolist artists such as Gustave Moreau were seen by Breton as precursors of the surrealist movement. Surrealist artists sought to liberate the subconscious mind in their art. Some, like Salvador Dali, did this through depiction of dreamlike images rendered in precise detail. Other artists, like Miro, explored automatism, the means of creating expressive images without engaging the rational mind. If a technique celebrated the serendipitous or the random, then surrealists embraced it. George Eugenie used decalcomania to produce this work. Papers painted, stuck together, then pulled apart to reveal images that could be read or deciphered in many different ways. The element of chance was important to surrealist artists. Surrealism started in Paris, but quickly spread throughout the globe. In 1936, the International Surrealist Exhibition was held in London. Breton and Dali gave lectures there. Dali in a deep-sea diver suit, from which he had to be rescued when it became clear he couldn't breathe. Surrealism thrived elsewhere in Europe too. too, particularly Belgium and Czechoslovakia. Toyen was a Czech surrealist, born Maria Czerninova. The name Toyen was adopted in early adulthood. Toyen identified using the Czech language's masculine form and dressed in men's working clothes. This explanation of gender has made Toyen a cult figure. This work, The Message of the Forest, depicts a huge bluebird against a dark and mysterious wooded background. It embodies a recurring theme in their work: nature's power over humanity. This world is barren, dreamlike, and inhabited by lone girls, fragmented female figures, and birds. It is bizarre, even sinister, and its discussion of dreams and nightmares suggests intense anxiety. As the Second World War ravaged Europe, many surrealists fled across the Atlantic. Some found a new spiritual home in Mexico, and others settled in America, where they inspired a new generation of artists. Abstract expressionists such as Jackson Pollock were inspired by the surrealists' approach to automatism and the idea that art should come from the unconscious mind. Other artists have found inspiration in dreamlike imagery and unexpected juxtapositions of surrealism. The photographer Francesca Goodman was a keen student of surrealism. In her photographs, she included props with clear surrealist associations, like the mirror. But was the mirror a device of surrealism? Or was surrealism the mirror, one helping us see the world with fresh eyes?